Facebook and over on YouTube. So welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. I know that I am a little bit later than normal. It is a strange week for me and my family. My mom is having surgery on Thursday. She's got some pretty heavy prep going tomorrow, so I am going to be out of the studio for a few days this week. I did have an online workshop planned for you guys, but we're going to wait and see how things go. If she needs me, I'll be down there and where I'm supposed to be, right? So, welcome. I wanted to share a little bit about next week's bingo class. I'm going to show you. I actually decorated my box. So, oh, sorry, I'm like flinging the cameras around. I decorated this box, and this is a paper pumpkin box, but I bought the refills, so I just took some leftover pieces from my card kit and decorated the box. I love that this class could be, oh, hey, Carol. I love that this class could be a gift afterwards. So when you're all done with your class, you can decorate the front and give the contents to someone. So I'm just going to flip this over and so give you a quick look at this. This is some of my finished samples, so forgive me that it's a little messy in my box, but, oh, and I was playing with these dots too today. But this is the first project. It's a column card. It's a little bit different than some column cards that you see. I have a little trick inside, and that the column doesn't go all the way to the edge. Saves you paper, and I'll show you how to do that in the class. It's pretty cool. And here's some of the other projects. So this one is part of the class. This one's part of the class. So I'm just going to go through them quickly. Love these. Oh, they're just so pretty and vibrant. Carol, so good to see you today. I hope you're having a good day. If you're joining in, just let me know where you're joining in from. And then I kept going and I made some extra samples. I basically used this entire kit to make cards afterwards, so this is not part of the class, but I just kept going. I do have some really cool tips and tricks in this video, like, for example, in this class next week with Cheryl and I, it's live on Zoom, so you can ask questions, but you see this card? I show you exactly how to make the slash and kind of take your designer paper to the next level. So here's another sample that I made with just some scraps that were on the table. Really pretty and stylish. So people wonder about the bingo part. The bingo is actually, we use playing cards, so the whole class is only about 2 hours. And it starts at 7 Eastern Standard, so whatever time that is for you. And I send out reminders. And of course, don't forget, you can make your box into a gift, which I love. Hey, Jolene. I'd love to have you at bingo next week. So I have a paper trimmer here in case I need it. Well, I know I'm going to need it. I should have probably grabbed some red paper, but when you get your kit, this is what it looks like, and it's going to come in a plastic kind of bag for mailing. Robin already got her kit. She told me last night. And there'll be a couple of extra things in here. There'll be something to mark your bingo cards with, and the bingo card itself. And then this is what your packet for the 6 projects looks like. But here's all the extras. So this is all the stuff that you get in your kit that's just extra. You get dimensionals and a little bit of tear and tape. But I bagged it up so that it would stay nice and together in your package. But this is all the stuff that you don't need, and well, you need envelopes, obviously, so you get enough envelopes to use on the cards that we used for the class. And then extra card bases, extra die cut pieces. Well, some of this we'll use in the class. We're going to use this big long piece and one of the things here, but all right. So let me back up here for a second. I have this idea, and I wanted to dig in and get my favorite piece of this class, which is this card base. And let's see. How about if we pull one of the extra strawberries too? This big guy here. And maybe a couple of flowers. It comes with so much stuff. So to prep for the bingo, I'm going to have everybody to start, like, pull all these pieces out and get them set up on their table or their work area. And I'm just going to grab some. So while I am grabbing some paper, you tell me, would you like the card base to be real red, the color of the strawberries, or pool party? And while I'm waiting to see your comments come through, I will pull those two colors and we'll get moving. Real red's on the other side. What do you know? So I'll just wait for your comments. Okay. Hello. So nobody said anything, huh? Or at least I'm not seeing it. Real red or pool party? I don't know. If you guys don't tell me, I guess I'll have to just decide for myself. It's a thing. I know that the comments and that the delay on the video is greater than it used to be. So the on the fly thing is great, but sometimes we don't know. So I'm just going to start by scoring a piece of paper here at 4 1/4. Let me see if I can zoom in just a skosh. Get out of the... All right, so 4 1/4 is right there. And then we're going to cut this in half at 5 1/2. Now on this paper trimmer, I don't even need to use the measuring tool because this big long arm that comes out is 5 1/2. So with that being said, I can come out and just know right here that I'm at 5 1/2 if I'm along this line all the way. And I do like to be at the fence, and I call the fence like the hard part, you know, if you go all the way to this hard part, the fence here, that's 6 inches, but I want to go to 5 1/2, which is that big long line on the arm. Oh, and you want to cut and not score. That's silly. All right, so next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and score at I'm going to slice at 1 1/2 on both sides. So I'm going to start, and this is kind of where it would be good if my paper trimmer was in the right spot. So here, let me move that. I'm going to leave that there so it shows the measurements nice and easy for you. Anyway, right here on the piece that comes up, I have a ruler. Let me see if I can bring it in and show you better. So you see here, it says 4 1/2 right here. So I'm going to measure like in 2 different ways. I'm going to put my card base back in, and it's going to come over here to the 1 1/2 inch mark. And then I'm going to bring this down to 4 1/4 where my score mark is. But there's also 4 1/4 here on the ruler. So I don't know if you can see it, probably because it's red, but I can see it great here. And I'm just going to go down from the score line and over. So same thing on the other side. Again, 1 1/2, and I can use the other end of the ruler here, which is fine. Just so that I get it. Whoop, and I didn't quite get it the whole way. I was kind of using the force there. I didn't use the ruler. There we go. So you slice it all the way up to the score line. Okay. So then while I still have this in here, I'm going to take this center piece. I'll fold these 2 back so I can see what I'm doing, and put this on my trimmer here to the 2 1/8 inch mark, and that I can blow in so you can see. So 2 1/8 is 2 inches and then 2 lines over. Oh, well, I'm glad you picked red, Vicki. I was reading your mind there. All right, so now I have this scored in half at 2 1/8. So that's 4 1/4 from here to here, and then 2 1/8 is scored in just a little bit. All right, so let me pull back here so we can see the workspace again. And hopefully you got those measurements okay. Again, I'm previewing just something you can make with the bingo that's with Cheryl and I next Tuesday night. If you haven't signed up, I will put the link to sign up in the top description of this video when I'm all done. So now I want to take these two pieces and stick them down like that. And again, this is on the fly. I didn't prepare before I jumped on. I just grabbed one of the bingo packets and I'm playing with leftover supplies here. So I'm gonna cut the strips for these pieces that I just glued down to my card base. So those are gonna be 1 1/4 by 4. By 4. So I'm gonna go 1 1/4. And then I'm going to add another 1 1/4. I'm going to go 2 1/2. So I cut a piece off that's not going to have like a score mark on it. And then cut this down to 4. And then I'll cut it in half again at 1 1/4. My husband's coming in from work. My daughter's going out to go line dancing up at the beach tonight. I'm very excited that she gets to go with Auntie Cheryl. Let's see. Still looking for your comments. Hope you're doing good. We have a heat wave here in the Northeast, so it's really hot. Tomorrow it's supposed to be dreadful. Okay, so here is my 4 by 1 1/4 inch piece for that. Ooh, what if we put the light blue on the inside to write on? That would be kind of fun. So again, 4 by 1 1/4 on that. Put it down a little crooked. Let me fix it. Okay, so next, I'm going to bring in my ruler because I forget. It happens. The opening from edge to edge is 2 1/2. So I'm going to cut a piece to 4 by 2 1/4 to layer inside that spot. So here we go, 4 by 2 1/4. The other thing I want to do is I want to make some pieces to layer onto my card front, but I'm going to go back into my pieces bin from that class, the extra pieces. Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. Oh. And pick out a coordinating pattern. I like this one. So we scored this at 2 1/8. So I'm going to trim a piece off. That's 1 7/8. Okay. Then I have to remember, again, I think it's 2 1/2, but let's double check. 2 1/2, yep. So we're going to cut 2 pieces at 2 1/4 to layer onto our card front like this. I'm going to go the other side because there's a score mark there. I like the polka dots. It screams birthday, doesn't it? Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to take that 2 1/4 by 4 inch piece that we cut and put it on the inside of our card. And oh my goodness, this just screams that it needs a strawberry, doesn't it? So let's grab one out of the leftover pieces. And attach that in there. Once you get like all your pieces done, this is going to go really fast. So then I cut those other pieces for the top And let's just get some adhesive on those. This could really use some ribbon. I'm looking on my table. I was playing with some ribbon earlier, and the new squirrel stamp set that's coming out next month for customers, and demos can get it on pre-order this month. Boy, am I having fun with it. I made a card like this, potentially for retreat, and I'm very excited to be starting to work with the fall colors. So pretty. But I guess I don't want to rush it either. This is gorgeous. You know, I just thought of something. So on my last card that I made, I popped this up, and I want to kind of do that because that's going to be helpful. Hang on one sec. Oh, I had dimensionals on the table here. Whoa. There we go. So let's pop up this strawberry. I changed my mind. I can do that. Oh, hello to everybody popping in. So glad to see you. Okay, so we're going to pop this up, and that is going to be a little lip for this easel to stand on. So it's this cute little easel bit. All right, then I definitely want some ribbon, and I was playing with some from the pre-order. Forgive me. Let me see. Is it over here? No. It's not. I'm going to have to go into my box of tricks. I got my pre-order. How about if we use this ribbon that we included pieces, for your cards. So I'm just going to take a little piece of this ribbon. This ribbon is like touching a wedding dress. It's all satin. It is so pretty. And it matches the suite so well. And the star of the show is the Pattern of Friendship stamp set. And I'll tell you, this one's on sale. So if you were to sign up for the class and you don't have it, it's on sale for, I think, $16.10. Or you can substitute out with any stamps that you have and make the cards different, because we're creative and that's what we do, right? So I'm going to put adhesive on either side of this and just tack it to the front of my card. And this is going to sit under the strawberry that we pulled here. All right, so you tell me, am I going to stamp the sentiment in red or in shaded spruce? Let me know. And I'll wait for that to catch up. In the meantime, I will pick a sentiment. I think I'll use this one, the smile one. So pretty. Thinking of you brings a smile to my face. Fits perfectly on this strawberry, doesn't it? So you guys tell me, red or green? And while you're doing that, I'll bring this in and show you my decorated box. So the bingo comes in this box. I ship it in this box, and this is something that I made afterwards. And this is also the stamp from this set. You bring so much joy and laughter to my life. I'll tell you what, wouldn't this be awesome to make up all the cards and then gift it? I love doing that, and these paper pumpkin boxes make it really easy to make a gift. Okay, green. All right, so you guys, all of you said green. I got it. Let's go. Everybody who answered said green. I love it. So here we go. And I know why, because we've used red a couple of times. Now we can use the green a couple of times, and everything's going to coordinate beautifully. You guys are great artists. Thanks for helping. Okay, so the S in smile here doesn't look like it came out like super perfect, like prom pretty. It's could have been that the stamp set was out, but sometimes if you stamp like that and it's a bold image, all you do is give it a taste of the Wink of Stella, and I'm just gonna make the big word sparkly, because why not, right? Then because I'm using Wink of Stella, there's going to be a little bit of green left on my brush. You just brush it off to get rid of it. And then I'm going to actually paint some of these flowers with the Stella as well. So this is a quick and easy fun fold, and it's pretty impressive when you get one. And it's just an elevated card, I think. Makes you feel important to get one, right? Okay, let's put some dimensionals on this. Just a couple. And then I'm gonna peel, 3 or 4. It's all about the right height. Actually, I'm gonna peel one off for the ribbon and move it, because I don't want to interfere with my ribbon too much. Let's see if it, oh, well, no, it went that way, so I guess it doesn't matter. Here. So then you just kind of center this and get the words straight. And then this will sit up here, and you'll have a spot to write on the inside. Should we use the flowers? Let's see. How about if we take a little flower and like glue dot them off to the side a little bit. So I'm not going to put the adhesive where I'll stick my card shut, obviously, but I can go off to the side right here. And if you haven't joined us for bingo before, I can't recommend it enough. Even just the class is such a great value. And then you get a chance to win stamping prizes. So it is. I've been using the Stampin' Rewards to gift prizes for bingo as of late, and people love it. So if you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. So I'm going to put like maybe a couple up here. So when you see this on the front of the card, it's nice and dimensional, and then it opens up to a surprise, and then you can write your message underneath the easel. So that's a finish on the project. What do you guys think? Oh, well, absolutely fabulous to see you all. If you're the praying type, I would much appreciate prayers for my mom. So she's going in on Thursday, and tomorrow I'm going to be at her house all day. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. And if I have time towards the end of the week, I do have a workshop that I could just come on and present. It's all prepped, it's all ready, even the packets are done, and it's using some of the things that are on sale, but it depends on how Mom does. So thanks so much for all your prayers, and for being here with me live, and I appreciate you. Have a great day. Thanks.